Feed your hamster.
3. And we back, motherfuckers. You know who it is. Los Tres Amigos, but ain't none of us Mexicans. But we will fuck you up out this motherfucker. Anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Feliz Navidad, and all that good shit. I'm not drinking a Corona tonight. I am having a Heineken and some of that purple stuff for the holidays. So what's up, fellas? How you doing? Welcome back. Any of you motherfuckers spotted Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? I know you know where the ho-ho-hos is. The fat hoes, the skinny hoes, the black hoes, the white hoes, the dumb hoes, the smart hoes, and the hoes that's hoes. The fake hoes, the real hoes. You know. What's been up, fellas? Welcome back to the show.
Yes,
Happy
sir.
holidays.
How would it do?
It do what it do. So how y'all been? Row
Going in and out.
uh,
Come again. Come again. Your hamster getting tired, nigga.
Already?
Oh shit! You can't hear me yet?
Now
Hello,
you
hello.
good.
There we go. We can
Okay,
now.
okay.
Oh,
Oh
here you
man,
go.
I got the virus from Rode motherfucking phone. That nigga is connected to the internet through the Game Boy. He over here fucking up my connection, nigga. With the Game Boy connection. Anyway, welcome back to the show, y'all. We was supposed to be back last week, but I had shit to do and we couldn't make it. But we back this week on time for the holidays to drop these motherfucking presents off on your motherfucking ass. Ro, I know you had a comedy show recently. Tone, what you been up to, man? How you been?
I just been in the lab, man.
You been in the lab? You been naughty and nice this year? Is you Santa Claus bringing you some presents, or did you go eat up all his cookies before you get there, nigga?
Both of them. He gonna give me presents whether he want to
that,
or
nigga
not.
said, that nigga said both of them. He give that shit up whether he want to or not. That's how you know you fucking with a real nigga. What's up with you, bro? How the show go, man? You got
Oh,
some
that,
funny ass little skits too, man.
yeah, man. That shit went smooth, man. I'm getting better and better, man. I'm just learning, man. I just gotta be on that stage more. Cause I spend too much time writing. Then when you spend too much time writing, you start overthinking shit. I just gotta start just
Mm-hmm.
being in the world. There's nothing that can replace stage time. You know what I'm saying? So the more stage I hit, the more experience and the faster I'm gonna get better. Because sitting in my
That's right.
room reciting my shit, that shit is cool, but you
It's,
don't really know until you like hit the stage with it. You know what I'm
you
saying?
know, Ro is blue pill for real. This nigga is a blue pill comic, nigga. he's a commissale, nigga.
How
In
the
the
hell?
room, in
Explain,
the room,
nigga.
in the
Comma, blue
room,
pill. Make it make
a commissale, nigga. You in the room, scared to go outside and tell your jokes, nigga.
Nah, it ain't
No,
got
I'm
nothing to do
fucking with
with
you.
fear. It's
I
just
know,
an
I'm fucking with you,
understanding
nigga.
thing. Like it's
I'm
just like
fucking with you, nigga.
comedy. There's no replacement for being on stage. Like, cause just sitting in the room, just writing. Like, yeah, you gotta write every day, obviously, but you gotta write
Mm-hmm.
and you gotta stage. You gotta like, it has to be both. It can't just be one. Cause some shit you might just get on stage and it might not flow like that, like you wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta get on stage, stage, keep trying that shit until it feels good to you. It ain't got nothing to do with funny or not funny, but everything you do has to feel good to you. And some shit is just funny, but when I hit the stage with it, it doesn't feel good to me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
ain't nothing
that's
You
wild.
forgetting the first three letters of the word funny.
Yeah, fun.
right.
If you in fun, I got you. That do make sense though. You know, when I think about it, you do wanna be having fun. You don't want to like try to be forcing jokes on people. They might and it might be funny. They
hmm
just it's all about timing and delivery and how the joke come across. You know what I'm saying?
it,
How you
it's all
interact with the crowd and shit like that.
no, it's all about like the main thing is like are you emotionally connected to the jokes? Like I'll be telling y'all, sometimes I'll
Mm,
write shit just because it's funny and I think about it, but if I don't have an emotional connection to it, the emotion behind the jokes is what makes it funny. Like you being really mad or scared, or if you think something is weird, it's really the attitude that really makes it funny. Like, damn, this nigga was scared of that. It could be something simple, but if you was really scared, like, oh, I saw a cockroach, and I shit in my pants, niggas be like, damn, this nigga really scared of a cockroach. But if
Like
I
she
just say the
divorced me and
joke,
took half. I can't, but ain't that a bitch?
right? But if I
I
ain't
got
never
you.
been married or divorced, it's really not gonna hit me like that. It'll hit
I
somebody
got you.
else.
I
Somebody
got you.
else. That's that.
And
Some
if
of my
and if
jokes will
it
be
do
good
hit
to
you,
other people. You know.
I was about to say, if it do hit you, the people that relate to it, it's gonna hit them, even if it's not really super funny. Like hell yeah, niggas, 'cause I went through that. You know what I mean? And
Right.
when you
Mhm.
match the emotion with the what you saying, they feel it too.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, y'all guys, I wouldn't necessarily. I think all three of us are funny in our own right, but like I don't have that same desire to be on the stage and be funny in front of people because like I'm my funny is like fucking with people. You know what I'm saying? Seeing their response.
But
But
it's a lane for that too. I do. That's kind of like what I do. What I do is I kind of like I like to get them on my side and then say something that make them like, whoa, nigga, you know what I mean? Like, but then bring them
yeah,
back, like like shit that they
yeah.
know they ain't supposed to laugh at. They're like, hey, bro, you terrible. You know what I mean? Like I do an abortion one where I started off saying, what's going on, y'all? I just got back from Mexico. What's up? Shout out to Mexico, my Latinos, that type of thing. And they on my
Mhm.
side, like, yeah, I just took my side chick to get an abortion. And they're like, oh
Oh
shit,
wow.
yeah, like they was on my side. You know what I mean? And then like to kind of like cover it, I add more humor to it by kind of doubling down, but faking it like I'm pulling back on it. Like, hey, if I offended anybody that doesn't believe in abortions, I want you to know and if my actual girlfriend found out, she'd kill us both. So in a way, I'm kind of pro life too. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And so
Yeah, I
like
got you.
it's fucking with them, but in my own way of fucking with them. You know what I mean? Like I get kicks out of like watching you try to emotionally figure out where you stand with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. I can dig it though, man. But in the news this week, what's up with your girl putting your man on blast?
Do that.
Cardi, Cardi B. Why she wild out on your man Offset like that? Because this is part of what's going to take us into our topic.
What did she say?
Oh man, you ain't hear the phone call?
Nah, I didn't.
Nah.
She was like, nigga, you up right now, and you know I ain't feeling myself like that right now. You feeling yourself, and I helped you all these motherfucking years, and now I'm down, and I ain't feeling good, and you shitting on me and just because your album just came out. You know how women get real emotional
Right.
when the dude ain't acting right. I'm surprised
Hmm.
y'all ain't heard that shit. I posted it on my page on Instagram. But it was a joke, the little monkey with the
Hmm.
phone to his head, and
Yeah.
it had the Cardi B phone
Oh, okay,
clip,
okay.
and that shit was wild though, man. But the reason why it's going to take us into our topic, the topic being vetting, and a lot of dudes, they limit the subject of vetting to just women. And it's really a general thing for all people because it's just my belief, man. But if you're a man and you got boundaries and your boundaries apply this way to this group of people and that way to another group of people, something is lacking in you and you're not really all the way a man. Something is not right in your program because you should be the same with everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that to say, I don't see a lot of people, men and women, specific, but for the sake of argument, this is directed to men. I don't see a lot of people properly vetting other people, and I'm going to be the first person to raise my hand and say that I'm guilty because I've done it myself, which is why I chose this as a topic of conversation. So, as far as vetting goes, what is you guys' idea of what vetting is, what is your particular process, what you think the process should be, and how does that process differ between vetting a woman as opposed to vetting other people, outside of, because there are going to be some things that you go vet a woman for that's outside of what you would do with general people because the relationship is somewhat different. But anyway, that's the question. Either one of you guys could go first. It doesn't matter.
Well, here's how I see it. You can vet people, but in my opinion, I just don't think you can ever truly fully know somebody. Like, I just feel like in life, you just like, you make sure whoever you're dealing with at that moment in time, whenever you're dealing with them, they show you some respect. And then when they not, you just keep living life, but you never really truly know somebody 100%. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some people like they've been with a woman for 20 years, then boop, switch. You know what I'm saying? They switch up or whatever the case may be. Because a lot of people are really good at being fake. So sometimes you ain't gonna know. But if we talking about vetting, here's how you vet as a man. Fucking take sex out of it. Take sex out of the whole equation. Sex and lust, take that shit out. And then that's like the best way you gonna see a woman for who she truly is, if you ask me, if you take sex out of the equation. Because when you lusting, that's when you gonna get fucked up the most because they gonna blind you with the lust. Like my last previous relationships, like man, they was in there doing strange shit. Nah, not strange like that, but they was in there getting nasty, and that shit fucking that shit that shit blocked my view of like, then once they stopped doing that, I started to realize something like, damn, you didn't do nothing else but that. But I was just so
Yeah.
blinded by the fact that you was giving me head that I ain't never had before. So I wasn't even thinking about like, w- like your financial skills, your character, or nothing like that. As long as you was
Mhm.
giving me head, I did not care. So for a man, if you really
Mhm.
want to vet somebody, take sex out of the equation, and then once you take that off the table, you'll really get to see who a woman what who she really is. Because a lot of them
Mhm.
these chicks gonna use that's like they main source against you, like sex and shit. Because they know that's your
Mhm.
weakness. Take that out, and you'll be like, damn, like she really ain't all that. She got a bad attitude. She this, she that. She woo woo woo. But when you're thinking with your dick, you ain't gonna see that.
I agree with you 100, 100, 100, 100 plus 400 more, 1,000%. I am guilty of that very thing. And it took for me, so like when I was growing up, before I got out of high school, like I don't consider like high school girls like real relationships because they usually didn't last long, and it was more like, oh, this is my girlfriend. It's
Hmm.
nothing that we really didn't sit down and had, like, plan a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So that was my puppy love, quote unquote puppy love stage where I'm getting a lot of different girls and whatnot, but I'm not keeping them.
Hmm.
So I'm not developing no relationship skills. And at that time, I'm not looking at them to vet them for something long term. So by the time I got into my first and only long term relationship, I didn't really know what the fuck I was doing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I am guilty of that very thing. Damn, that ass look good. It looks so good. I need to have some of it. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But that's most guys that I know, they usually pick up on things like this in their 20s. For some guys it takes longer. You understand what I'm saying? But I agree with you. You to an extent you can't really ever know somebody beyond what they are willing to expose of themselves to you. And then even when they tell you stuff, how do you know it's really true?
Right.
If there's no evidence or anything else to back it up, they just telling it to you. Because in a lot of cases, we do a lot of communicating, and people tell us things about themselves, and we wasn't there, so we don't really know. So I agree with you. You never really can know someone beyond. I would say that you could really never really know somebody beyond what they are willing to allow you to know about themselves. But when it comes to vetting, one of the number one things I learned is, and this is how you know when you're being manipulated, not just by women, but by people in general. When people say one thing, but their actions say something else. So, for
Mhm.
example, you meet a young lady, you get her phone number, and she says, "Well," you say, "Well, call me later on this evening at 9 o'clock," and then you never hear from her. See, her words and her actions didn't match up, and nobody has to. It's kind of instinctive. You kind of know. Wait a minute, something ain't right about this. You understand what I'm saying? But what we do, guys specifically, is exactly what Rose said. We overlook the shit like that because we want to fuck, and the desire to want to have sex clouds our judgment, and we overlook obvious red flags like ghosting. You understand what I'm saying? Which is some real disrespectful shit.
Right.
But yeah, what do you have to contribute, Tom? Cause you over there
Uh,
silent.
I was just waiting to get my turn. You know what I mean? But I was gonna say what a lot of people don't account for when they come to vetting is what I think is probably the most important factor, if not also the most important form of currency in this world, which is time.
Mm,
Time solve all of the things you said. Like for instance, the reason you don't pay attention to time, one of the reasons is like he said, lust.
mm-hmm,
You're not paying attention to like, hey, I'm doing this pretty quick. You know what I mean? Before you even realize like, hey, what type of person is this I'm dealing with?
mm,
And a lot of the time, how you said you don't know what somebody going, somebody can say something but really be meaning something different. And with time, you give the opportunity to see, hey, what would this person do in this situation?
mm-hmm,
They said they would do this, but is they gonna do it?
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People can say whatever,
Oh yeah.
and and a lot of people find the words more attractive than the actual reality. You know what I mean?
Oh, indeed, indeed. And I could tell, guys from personal experience. When it comes to dealing with women, you always want to kind of take things slow. And you want to take things slow so that you don't miss shit. Because women don't never really lie to us if you really think about it. They tell
Right.
us exactly, for the most part. They tell us exactly what the fuck is going on with them. We just overlook it because they pretty and we want to fuck them.
They use lawyer speak sometimes too. They tell
Hmm.
like technically, nigga, that's what I said. You know what I mean? You just that's
Just
not how you interpret it. I didn't
yeah.
lie. Nigga, I told you.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. As far as time goes, I keep trying to stress that to people. Me personally, when it comes to dealing with women, that's like I force that down their throat. Look, my time is important. My time is important. My time is important. If you 1 minute late, you might as well turn around and go home. 1 minute, not 30 minutes. 1 minute, and that's if you know you're gonna be 1 minute late. Because if you know you're gonna be 1 minute late, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave at 8 o'clock. Because I said eight
Right.
o'clock. Now it seems very harsh, but my time is something. It's an asset. It's the most important asset I got. I'll never get it back. Why should
If
I
if
allow you
if,
to
if,
waste it?
if you willing to waste it on the first encounter, you when you get comfortable, what you gonna do then?
Exactly.
You know what
Exactly.
I mean?
And ghosting is a form of wasting your time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I think people who do that got some kind of a psychological problem, and I do think that in some instances people do it deliberately to try to fuck with your self esteem or your ego.
Hmm.
There's people out there that's like that. So, and this is part of vetting. There's some guys out there, and I'm pretty chill with some of these dating coaches, and I see some of the guys that they talk to, and some of these guys they think, I should still contact her anyway.
Which is great.
But in that specific example for me, ghosting is a non-negotiable. You don't get to talk to me, then ghost
Right.
me, and then you want to show the fuck back up. Nah,
Let
we not doing that.
let me let me throw this in there. Besides women, this shit like that pisses me off. Just like you was talking about top, about actions. Your actions got to match your words. I swear to
Mhm.
God, every time I see somebody in the streets that see me on the internet that I knew, went to high school with, or whoever, it's family, friends, all of that shit. Them niggas gas me up. Oh, bro, your comedy is so amazing. Oh man, I can't wait to see you perform. I'm gonna pull
Never
up.
show up.
Hit me when the next show, and then they never
Uh,
show up.
Never
That
show up.
shit
Never show
pisses
up, bro.
me the
I get so
fuck
many, bro.
off.
Bro,
I'm
I
like, why
promise
did
you, I
you?
get so much of that. It's ridiculous, dude.
Why? Why did you even hype me up in the first place? You could have just said, "Hey, keep working," and I would appreciate that. I just don't like the fact
mhm.
that you hype me up like you was gonna come and then you don't show up. Like I honestly, I take that shit personal now. Sometimes you like, I don't take no, I take all of that personal is because like I can't. I gotta focus on people that's really gonna pull up on me. Like, and I don't like you
Mhm.
niggas
Yeah.
like that. Cause me, honestly, I will flake on a motherfucker, but I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna flake. I'm gonna tell you I'm not coming. I'm not gonna hype you up like I'm coming and not show up. You know what I'm
What you
saying?
say? You ain't a hype man, nigga.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you like, hey, bro, like I said I was gonna come. I just can't make it. Like I'm gonna do that.
I
But
got
these
you.
motherfuckers will hype me up to the 100th power, and then
But what does that tell you? That should tell you two things. One thing about them as people, and one thing about yourself. Do you know? Do you know what I'm alluding to?
well, shit. I'm just gonna say I know this. Like most people are full of shit, and they only gonna tell you what they think you want to hear. But I
Well,
don't know.
that's partly you getting partly there. What it is people just be lying. People just be they just gotta have something to say. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But at the same time, they do be trying to be nice to you. People have good intentions with no intentions of doing anything else except having good intentions. You have to understand that about people. The second thing is you have to lower your expectations. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker tell me shit all the time. That's why I say your words don't mean shit. Actions actions tell the whole motherfucking story. That's why your words and your actions should match up. That's how you keep women. That's one of the ways you keep women. That's one of the secrets. Your words and your actions should always match up. If for no other reason, so she know that she could trust what the fuck you telling her. And she'll roll with you because she can trust you. That's very, very rare out here. These you hear these women say that shit, you can't even find a motherfucker you can trust. These niggas ain't shit. But you can't allow people to abuse that either.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Back to the point I was trying to make. You gotta understand that people have good intentions. And that's
Yeah.
all it is. So lower your expectations. I was just having a conversation with somebody about this earlier. Lower your expectations. You because I had the same problem. Like in my when my relationship ended, I had the same problem. Like, yo, I didn't even know this motherfucker. I thought I did, but I didn't. Cause I had no fucking idea this motherfucker was capable of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I should have known better. You know what I'm saying?
But
And
sometimes you just can't
and
know. Like you just,
but but
there's
but
no
here's
way.
I would say
but
a big part
that's
of that
why
is what it's
that's
kind of
why
like
I
what he
say
said is
that's why
because
I say you gotta
you
lower your expectations.
right, you
Stop
expect something from her that like
she ain't
is more
capable
than
of
what she
giving
what she what she capable of,
you.
and
Exactly.
sometimes you don't realize you're putting that on them
You exactly.
until
You
it's too
project.
late, and then you be like, yeah, you don't know them, and you kind of don't because you kind of had an expectation of this person. Like even it's not even completely your fault because a lot of the times they'll just tell you like, yeah, like I'm
Mhm.
down with that. But when you see that they're not doing it and they say that, like if a motherfucker say,
Mhm.
hey, like you tell her like, hey, we gonna start doing this from now on, right? Or
Mhm.
you gonna start doing this from now on, and she just said herself, I'm about to start doing this. I'm gonna be a triathlete and work out every day and go do this blah blah blah. Now you
Mhm.
see her go to the gym every so often, and you thinking like, oh, okay, yeah, she a real big like workout person. And then when she started gaining weight and doing stuff opposite of what you expected of her, you start being like, damn, she lied to me. I didn't even know. You mean I thought I didn't know this person, but you put an expectation on somebody that if you would have paid attention to her behavior, you would have known it. Like, hey, this
Exactly.
ain't same thing with like
Expectation.
a friend. You do the same thing with a friend. Like a dude will be talking about how he gained this, gained that, and you happen to see a moment where shit hit the fan and he split. You know now,
Or
like, yeah, I can't hang with bro because if I'm ever in a situation, I don't want to have to worry about. You know what I mean?
or you be hanging with niggas who secretly want to fuck your girl, but be smiling in your motherfucking face, just waiting for an opportunity. You know,
Right.
so all that to say is once you adjust your expectations, and I said this before, and I had to do this myself. The only expectation I have of people is that they gonna do whatever the fuck it is they gonna do. I just had to sit back and watch and wait and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got a woman, even though it's your wish, your desire, your hope that she practices fidelity, if she don't, you can't be surprised. You shouldn't be, because as soon as you surprise, you failing to realize that this is a woman. When you met her, in all likelihood, she wasn't a virgin, and even if she
Right.
was, that don't mean she ain't gonna be curious about other motherfuckers. You know,
You
it's like
expected her to
motherfuckers.
not be human.
Exactly. It's like motherfuckers try to overlook human nature. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
it don't account for nothing. This is another conversation I was having too. You know, with another gentleman, that a lot of guys say shit like, once a woman has so many sex partners, she can't pair bond to them, and that's bullshit. They don't understand the mechanism. They don't understand how it works. They don't really understand what's going on. And this particular person was saying that, the pair bonding shit was some bullshit. And I was like, well, it can't be bullshit because I just went through this exact situation, you know. But all that to say, man, it's a lot of it's a lot of incorrect information out here. A lot of the information that you need, you know what I'm saying, like the homie Locario say, is already in you. The questions that you need to get the answers that you require is already in you. But like Rose say, a lot of us get distracted by shit like pussy. You know what I'm saying? That's why the P's say you talk to a broad with your dick in your pocket. Don't even talk to her about sex. And then you'll be able to vet her properly because you'll start asking better
The
questions.
questions that really matter.
The questions that really
What?
matter. But that's another thing too, is most dudes, women too, they don't even have a list of questions prepared to ask the person who's the perspective for a relationship. And then we wonder why we don't know the people who we sleeping with, because we ain't vetted them properly.
Well, I want to throw this in there too. On top of all that, like just be a confident man. If you're a confident man, you'll realize, like, no matter what happens between me and this person, I'm gonna be all right either way. Like, you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to overcomplicate, overthink shit, because sometimes, like, I'm quite sure, like, when these women be acting crazy in these divorces, like a lot of the husbands that's getting divorced and shit, they probably would have never thought that woman would do that. Like, I've been with you 20
Mm-hmm.
years. I done gave you my kidney and whoop, whoop, whoop. Like, she could have been
Yeah.
a great woman for 20 fucking years. And on the 21st, she could flip out. But you just got to be
Mm-hmm.
confident enough to know, like, shit, whatever happens, I'm gonna be all right. Like, she took half my money, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna get some more money. She took my kids, fuck it, I'm gonna make some more kids. Like, like, you just
Mm-hmm.
can't never let nobody mentally break you, and you can never be 100% prepared. Like, I learned this through comedy. I can sit up here in my room, write these jokes perfectly, but when I get on that stage, it might just be different. These motherfuckers might not be able to relate to me. I don't know these people that's gonna be in the crowd. I don't know what's funny to
Mm-hmm.
them or what's not funny to them. So all this over preparing shit, like, a lot of the, like, always be prepared to the best of your ability, but like, you just can't be prepared for everything because you just never know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say you, like, Top, you like to go, you told me you like to, like, when you fuck with chicks, y'all go get tested together and all that. Cool, that's a
Mm-hmm.
great preparation. Most niggas ain't doing that. Great preparation,
Of
but
course
it
not.
could she could flip out the next day and go fuck a nigga with AIDS and come back tomorrow, and you did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you
Mm-hmm.
cause you really don't have no control over other humans, no matter how much you try to prepare for what they gonna do. Like, you could
Mm-hmm.
have your gun, and he just might just catch you at one moment. You done look down and like, all right, shit, I done dropped my phone on the ground. I done dropped my keys. Boom, nigga could shoot you in the head, even though you got your gun and you prepared, but you just human shit happen. Life happens to where like you can't be
Oh, that's
prepared
facts.
for
That's
every
facts.
last fucking moment.
You
So you
got
just gotta
you gotta
live.
have a bulletproof vest and still get shot in the head. The vest
Exactly.
ain't that vest was for
You can't
nothing.
be ready
You
for
know?
everything. That's all I'm saying. You cannot be ready for everything. Prepare for what you can prepare for, but like just know you're gonna be all right no matter what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I think
Well,
that's a good. I think
I
that's a
was gonna
good.
say
Go ahead, Tony.
I partially disagree with what you're saying, but not like in a negative way. I think the
Explain.
problem is that most people you can I feel like you can be prepared for everything, but that don't mean you're gonna succeed. See, a lot of the times,
True.
most of the dudes in the situation aren't prepared for. Oh, what if this happens? What you gonna do
Mm-hmm.
then? Because they're not thinking about that. You
Mm-hmm.
can prepare. Like you could prepare. Like for instance, him preparing for her, like with the situation you just said about Top. Even though they go get tested, she can go sleep with somebody else. But he vetted this person to
Mm-hmm.
even see what type of time she was on as preparation for like, hey, if this that's something he don't have to worry about if you
Mm-hmm.
vetted her properly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Like
she
you
could
said,
just
like
have a human moment. That's
she
my
could,
thing. She could just have
she
a
could,
human moment,
She
just fucking
could. She
wig out.
could.
Like
She
like we
could.
wig out sometimes as humans.
but
That
Like,
that's like I said.
I
But like
agree.
I said,
I agree with.
he prepared
I
for it
agree.
by vetting her. Now he might not succeed at it. Like maybe she will, but if you vetted the person to your best of your abilities, if your sensibilities are, or depending on where your sensibilities are,
I
you can prepare
agree
for
with
it to a point where you reduce the chances of it
the
happening. Like you
exact.
can tell, like a dude won't get like the preparation. They prepare for the wrong part. They prepare for when it happened instead of prepare for for thinning out the chances of it happening. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like
I agree. I actually
instead
agree.
of reinforcing the wall, you reinforcing the castle door.
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers here now. You know what I mean? Like they here now. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
What's the castle door? They just burned the whole castle down at this point.
Yeah, I actually agree with both of y'all. First and foremost, I want to shout out to the homie Alex Jackson. Peace, brother. Glad that you came through. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please hit the like button for me. The reason why I say I agree with both of y'all is because while it's not possible to prepare for everything, because there's knowns, um, and unknown knowns and unknown unknowns. So you can't literally prepare for everything, or you could just do the best that you can. But why I agree with what Tone is saying is because I use myself as an example. I have a process. So, for example, we not fucking talk about me and a female unless we go by this protocol. And not only by this protocol, but like Tone was alluding to, I've already done some other vetting. So, for example, I asked women, "Have you ever cheated Have you ever cheated in a relationship before?" And I asked them that for a reason. I asked them that because one, I want to see if they gonna be honest about it, because that gives me some indication on how trustworthy they are with their words.
but how
Because
do you
that's not
know they're being honest?
who the fuck is gonna lie about cheating.
You don't know humans. Everybody lie about everything. They might like you so much that she might lie. Like, I don't want him to think that.
That's possible. That's possible.
Come on,
But
man.
in this particular line of question, for women specifically. It's very embarrassing for a woman to admit that she's a cheater. Because if she like you and she admit that she a cheater, she's taking a chance of fucking it up with you. Because most guys is going to hear that. First of all, most guys ain't even going to ask that question. because they're scary as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And second, if they do ask that question, they don't even know what the fuck to do with the information.
But like, but like you said
But
before, bro,
but the
they
reason why
don't,
I asked
they
her
don't particularly lie. You'll get a story like, well, we wasn't kicking it at the time.
exactly. But the reason is this is part of the vetting process. It's not just the test. I need to know this information because it lets me know that you capable of this. Not that you gonna do it to me, but you could. I need to know that going in. So even if I take this test, it's already in the back of my mind. Okay, we done both took the test today. We smashed. Tomorrow she could smash somebody else. But another part of the vetting process is, look, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. So I'm going to require you to be as honest as you can be with me. If that's what you're going to go do, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't beefing with you. I ain't get ready to argue with you. I'm not getting ready to baby please you. That's what you decided to do for yourself. It ain't got shit to do with me. That's a reflection on you, sweetheart. But I need to know because I want to protect myself. Not that I don't trust you because me and you just went and took this test. Plus, I already knew you was prone to go out there and fuck with somebody. But I don't trust that motherfucker because I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into dudes. So, you know. And old chick could tell you that. The homegirl Juicy, she could tell you that. We went through that situation. And I was like, all right, that's what you're gonna do. All right, I'll holler at you. About 6 months. Maybe. So you can prepare to a certain extent, but your preparation should be multifaceted. You understand what I'm saying? You need certain information about people, and it'll give you an idea of what they're capable of doing, which will help with your expectations. You know what I'm saying? So if you ask a woman, have you ever cheated before? Right?
Right.
If she say no, it could be true. You got it's about 50-50 chance it's true. But if she really a woman about her shit and she fuck with you like that, she won't lie to you about it.
I was going to also add that another form of preparation is preparing for when the outcome that the desired outcome doesn't occur. So,
Mm-hmm.
with his example, if she does go do that, preparation on how to effectively leave that situation as okay as possible, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
would be like, okay, I understand that when this boundary is crossed, I'm out of there.
Exactly. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
dudes, most
In
dudes
my
fuck up because they don't know what to do when that happens because they never expect that to happen.
that's true.
And
Like in
now
my
you fumbling figuring out your life and how you want to emotionally respond to this situation.
mhm. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Um, basically, to put what Tom's saying in another way is, hold on 1 second. Hey, turn that down some. Yo,
Turn the
Nat.
Golden Girls down, you old bat.
Thank you. Yeah, I can
The
hear that
Golden
all the way
Girls,
in
man.
here super loud. Shut up, Negro. Have some respect. I'll put you in the corner with the dunce cap on.
Come and
Your
knock at
your
our door.
your shortness. Uh, this is the shortest nigga in America. Anyway, what was? In my particular case, right? So once the non-negotiable was breached, you know, once the boundary was breached, you know what I'm saying? I already had my protocol in place on how I'm gonna handle this. All right, this is what you did. First of all, we not fucking for 3 months. At least. And then that means you can't fuck at all for the next 3 months if you want to be fucking me. Cause you got to go take the test. Again. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up not even smashing for like 6 months. But that's my protocol. So all this to say is I was already prepared. I already had my shit together. what I want, how I'm gonna get it, what happens if I don't get it, and what happens if we rekindle the shit. How am I gonna go about it? See, a lot of dudes don't already have these questions answered before they even deal with females.
Yeah.
So it's no wonder why they get caught up in the kind of situations that they do, because it come, like I say, vet before you pet, baby boy. And I'll be the first motherfucker to raise my hand and tell you, hey, I didn't always vet women. That's how I know to tell you what I'm telling you, because I had to learn how to do it. And both of y'all guys got points. You can prepare yourself, but only to an extent. You can know a
Right.
person, but you're only going to know as much about them as they really want you to know. And how you know that's true is because you could just apply it to your own self. Because people ain't really that much different.
I
You
bet
know
you
what I mean?
if you took somebody's phone and went through their search history, you'd know them way different than you know them right now.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I think a lot of people hide themselves, as a form of protection, but they also do it because they be embarrassed about who they are and the shit that they be into, and they don't want nobody else to know.
Well, I can give you guys perfect examples. I mean, y'all some older cats been through something. Y'all probably ain't fall for the shit. But look at these dudes on the internet. If you just watch them on the internet talking on these podcasts and all this other crazy shit, oh, don't date single mothers, and then they end up
With
fucking with
single
all these single
mothers.
mothers. Oh, don't date a bitch that hit the wall, and then the woman they marry be a bitch that hit the wall. Oh, you
Be the
don't. Yeah,
wall.
talk about.
She be built like a
Be the
wall.
wall.
Yeah,
Right.
our
Be a,
our
be
niggas.
a whole lot back out here.
It's niggas out here fucking preaching red pill shit and they had whole girlfriends the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you just watch they shit, you be like, damn, this nigga cold. And I'm not saying that some of them don't have great advice, but a lot of the times they not gonna on the internet, they not gonna show you the ugly side. They
The
not gonna
real
show you the
shit.
bad side. Like they just gonna talk about, these women did this, but they ain't never talking about what they did. They don't never give you like a little bit of both.
Mhm.
But if you're a young nigga that don't know no better, you looking at this nigga like, oh shit, I believe everything he say. Like he just so convincing. He
Mhm.
just say this shit like this. It just sounds so good. But then, like, why you don't never talk about the bad shit? That's why I try my best to talk about the bad shit. Because as humans, a lot of the times we want to make ourselves look good. But I try to be like, hey, that's why I tell you niggas like, hey, man, I ain't no nigga that always had like, still don't got it like that. I ain't got a lot of hoes and nothing like that. I done been in relationships, cried over a bitch, got my heart broke, all kind of shit. I say that shit because I want
You
people to see
soft
like
ass
I'm
nigga.
regular. But see, soft ass nigga, and that's why most niggas won't say shit. But
Baby
you'll get the best
Festa.
information from me. You'll get the best information from me because I ain't being fake and acting like I just had the shit all figured out at one time. But it'd be a nigga that act like he was just King Tut and the bitch was just a problem. But like he ain't telling you like, oh man, I could have did this better. I could have did that better. And yes, I was a soft ass nigga. I admit that. But that's why you can learn from me. Like I can tell you, like, hey nigga, don't be no soft ass nigga. I've been a soft ass nigga. But a lot of these niggas just be acting like they hard all the time. Oh nigga, I'm hard. Like nigga, when we broke up, I was heartbroken. Nigga, yes, I was. Nigga, and that shit is regular. Nigga, and I ain't afraid to say it. And a lot of these niggas will not tell you like that. They will not
Sometimes
tell
I
you.
cry.
The nigga was crying.
Yeah, I cried over a bitch. Yep.
That nigga was balling, boo hooing in the motherfucking
You
car
see?
with his head on his
There goes my baby.
that nigga was
Yep.
that nigga was
Yep. I
popping
goddamn
that
sure
nigga was
was.
popping Scotch with
You can blame it all on me.
Hey, I
hey,
don't give
don't
a fuck.
I feel you, man. I
I
ain't
don't
mad
give a
at
fuck.
you.
It is what it is. I
Eh,
I
learned
ain't
from it. I
mad
got stronger
at you.
from it. It is what it is. And that's
I,
another
Hey,
thing. Don't let nobody.
we all the caught a feeling behind a female, man. And you
Yeah.
say that you didn't, you're
you
lying.
lying like a motherfucker.
I can't say that I've been heartbroken. Like my shit was fell into pieces and I was depressed for 6 months and I couldn't eat and I can't sleep, baby, without you. And nah, I just be like, all right, that's what it is. Okay, fuck it.
Come on,
You know what
how
I'm
it's
saying?
supposed to bring
My
women
my
in.
defense is I don't give a shit. That's my defense. That's how I deal with it. Fuck it. Oh, that's what you want to do? All right, well, fuck you in that motherfucker then. How about that? Have fun. Bye. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I left
Right.
too, but I cried when I left, nigga. Shit,
Ah,
nigga.
you
I
leave
don't
me.
give a
How
fuck.
you
And,
leave
I
me?
at least I
they
cried and
say it
walked
never
out the
rains in
door.
Southern California.
Wait a minute, nigga. How the fuck
It
you
was,
leaving?
it was raining
How
outside
you
on that
leaving?
day.
Hey
Nigga, how
man,
you leaving and you crying,
nigga,
nigga?
cause I didn't want to, motherfucker.
So I don't want to leave. Hear
See.
that?
Hey, that's why you
Yeah.
trust none of these niggas on the internet, bro. Cause they
Yo,
niggas will clown you
soft
for your
ass
struggle.
up. You
Man,
left.
I don't give a fuck. Hey, listen. I tell you like
I'm fucking
this.
with you though, bro, man. I feel you,
I,
man.
I, I,
I'm just these just jokes, baby boy.
no, I got you, but this is a real lesson in that shit. Like I tell you, I cry, but shit, you niggas, not saying y'all particularly, but you know, like you niggas is like y'all done did way worse than me. I cried, but I walked out the door. Y'all niggas is out here stalking bitches,
Oh no, I don't do
unaliving
that.
bitches, like
Yeah,
y'all
I don't
going
do
to
Supposed to
that.
be my
jail. Like I
cinnamon
just
apple.
cried. Y'all did
I
way
don't
worse
get
than me.
that.
You more of a hoe ass nigga than me. If you over here fighting niggas and keying
Nah.
bitches cars, you are. Hey, I'd
Yeah, that's
rather
cool.
cry than be like you niggas.
Making bitches lose their jobs, all that weird ass
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. So don't come at me like nigga crying. That's the bare minimum. Y'all niggas have did
Right.
way worse. Y'all done did way worse.
My
I just
shit,
cried. Y'all beat up bitches, nigga. So
my
who
shit
really
be
soft?
my shit
Told the
be
bitch, I love you or I'm gonna kill you.
my shit be disappointing women and hurting their feelings and having them crying and shit. I don't like that. That's what be fucking me up is I don't be wanting to hurt nobody's feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you didn't
Right.
give a
But
fuck about my feelings 5 minutes ago. You called
I
me soft.
know. I know that's why I rectified it and said these is just jokes, man.
He's gotten better with his age, all right.
Nigga just hurt my
That's why
feeling
I
like a
said.
motherfucker. I'm about to
That's why
cry right now, nigga.
Nigga, y'all about to cry right
See, it's all right to feel, fellas. It's okay to feel, man.
Yo, that nigga said I'm about to cry right now.
Y'all niggas hurt my feelings. Take my ball and go home, nigga.
Yo, see, that's why I fuck with these two niggas, yo, because they can take a serious move to make light of that shit. You know what I'm saying? This is some good game right here because you got to be able to do these kind of things with women. But vetting is real important, man. You don't never want to be a man in a position laying up in the bed next to a woman you don't even know this motherfucker. You might well go ahead and fuck some chick that got AIDS. Cause
Damn.
that's about the measure of it. You don't know she got AIDS. You don't know this motherfucker neither.
Shit, cold part. A woman out here could be a whole wife, but she could act like Sexy Red. That's why low key. At least you know who Sexy Red is. You know she could.
That's why.
I'm talking
That's
about the
why you don't be
character. I don't know
judgmental.
her personally, but it's bitches out here that's married that act worse than Sexy Red. At least you know who
Swear
Sexy
to
Red
God.
is.
Exactly.
Swear to
I'm
God.
telling you, man. Dudes be scared to have the conversations with chicks because one, they be too judgmental about the fact that these chicks be out here, and I don't use these words disparagingly. These women be out here hoeing like a motherfucker. That's what it is. If you fucking more than one dude at the same time, you done fuck 30, 40 dudes in your lifetime, you hoeing. If you gotta get shit out of motherfuckers in order for them to get some pussy, you hoeing. That's what it is. That's the way this culture set up. Hoes, pimps, and tricks. And most of you motherfuckers fall in the trick category. Male and female alike. Cause y'all don't vet each other. Y'all motherfuckers be laying up with stone cold hoes and then be mad and you to put a baby in this motherfucker. Now she running you through the ring. That ain't her
Want me to tell
fault.
you part of the reason why?
That's your fault.
Because
Go ahead.
niggas don't even vet where they get their information from.
That too. But niggas
I
don't
don't
do
I
what
don't I,
niggas don't do what women do. So like when niggas meet chicks, They don't go search social media.
Then they do for their pictures. They don't go looking at the shit they post.
That's what I'm saying. They don't go through they dudes don't be on a detective shit like women do. And that's why women know dudes better than dudes know women. That's how they able to get over on motherfuckers so much. Cause you don't know her as well as she know you. You don't study her like she study you. Cause if you did, you know that you was dealing with somebody who full of shit. I'm telling you, I'm guilty of this shit myself.
All right.
The difference between me and you though, it only take me one time to learn. I don't have to keep making the same mistake over and over and over again. You only gonna burn me one time. That's it. And then it'll never happen again.
And I was gonna say with that, like how Rose was saying earlier, I don't blame the internet niggas. I don't blame these red pill niggas for why dudes is acting weird. Because to be honest with you, if these dudes was actually, I blame the people watching for not actually implementing what they're hearing. Because there's no way you doing that and getting success.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of these dudes they don't even vet their sources of information.
That's what I'm saying. They not like to vet your source of information. A guy tell me, hey, this is how you get. For instance, they going on the internet looking at these dudes telling them, oh, this is how you get a girl, right? You can't be going out there trying that shit and then getting them. So why are you still? You know what I mean? You still feeding into it. You're not doing it. I think they get a good feel out of thinking that they like out of making an excuse. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they take with the information that they seeing on the internet, and they're like, oh, see, yeah, that's why. But they don't ever take the shit that they tell them and be like, hey, let me try that and see if that works. And
But
you'll
shit,
learn real quick. A lot of that shit don't.
Exactly.
fuck the information. Like like I was talking about earlier. A lot of times it's about life experience. Like I'm 38 years old and I've been through relationships, so I could sit up here and watch these videos all day and be like, damn, that's bullshit. But somebody that ain't got no experience, that see that shit, that don't know no better, they gonna be fucked up. Cause I could say, all right, my nigga, you could post a video, red pill nigga post a video. I'll be like, oh, that's true. But that other shit you said is bullshit. But
Yeah,
motherfucker that ain't never like been out in the world like me, I lived with a chick, for example, been with 2 chicks, 5 years apiece. Like I really like, seen certain shit. So it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna believe everything they say. But a nigga that's fucking 16 years old and he didn't share his chocolate milk with his high school sweetheart. He gon' he gonna get in for a rude awakening because he gonna follow everything that they say. He ain't got no life experience.
But
Nothing
they don't
beats
be
life
following it.
experience.
I think they just follow it like digitally, but not in real life.
Yeah,
Hey,
a lot of dudes.
And that's part of it.
Yeah, a lot of
Because
dudes
like
don't actually do the shit that's being suggested to them. It's
right.
like red pill porn. You know what I'm saying? It's like game porn and shit. Instead of watching motherfuckers fuck, you want to listen to motherfuckers tell you how to get women to fuck, but you're not actually doing none of that. You just like spectate.
right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, they got problems, man. I mean, we here to help the people that want to be helped. The rest of y'all, fuck you. Tell your auntie I said hi, nigga. Cause
Right.
I be
But
doing
the way these algorithms are set up now is the
it.
only thing they pushing in your face is the stuff that you keep watching.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how these people blowing up. If anything, they hustling off of you. And part of me feel like, yeah, they fucking the game up, but the other part of me realizing like these people can't really implement the shit that they saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because you would see the fallout of it. You would see a bunch of dudes like, hey, that's bullshit. That don't work. I've been trying that
Mm-hmm.
for 6 months and they got, a mad piece of pussy. Or even the dudes that they keep telling like you gotta fly out. Most of these niggas is not flying out to other countries for real. They talk about it. Yeah, see, niggas homeboy said this. Like, bro, you would see plenty of videos of it'd be the same guy posting all the time. It's
Mm-hmm.
not a plethora of guys that's out talking about, yeah, I've got my passport and I went out the country to do this. Like, because they would be like, man, this shit worked like crazy, bro. You would see that. Like, niggas can't especially a person like that, they can't keep quiet. Most of these dudes is not implementing none of the stuff they seeing on the internet. Most of them see it, record it mentally, but never implement what they saw.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
And
commented
just spew it out to other people.
I commented on that some time ago, And basically what I pointed out is that in this red pill, blue pill, purple pill, this manosphere shit, this internet shit where guys is having a conversation about, their experiences with women and what have you, that really a lot of these guys is really just preying on other guys the same way that
Mm-hmm.
women, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So, and that's the hustle. And that's really fucked up, in my opinion. I feel like each man has a responsibility to other men. You know what I'm saying? Now, whether or not you honor that responsibility is something totally different. But we all
Right.
on this motherfucking planet together. Don't none of us know it all. You can always learn something from somebody else. And shit, the only place you can get an example of being a man is from another man. It don't have to necessarily be your father, even though that's
Right.
ideal. But everybody father is not really a man. You know what I'm
But
saying?
and to throw this in,
I
like
understand. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna throw it into something to that father shit. You gotta realize something, nigga. I got a father, had a great father, but guess what? He still don't got all the answers. Like nobody got all the answers.
Mhm.
There's some shit that you taught me, top, that my pops ain't even teach me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it just you know some shit that he don't know, and he knows some shit that you don't know. So it's my job
Mhm.
to go out here and live life, get some experience, and to get the information myself. You know what I'm saying? It's just like nobody can have all the answers. It's some shit I call top phobia. All right, I know. I think top will have this answer. Some shit I call tone phobia. Like tone to have this answer. Shit I call my pops for. Like pops will have the answer to this. He would most likely have the answer to this. But nobody knows everything. So you just
Mhm.
gotta like take bits and pieces from people and try to make the best of it.
Mhm. Respect to the homie Joe Blast. He said he was hard as a Twinkie. Whoo! Boy, that's hard as a motherfucker. Because I haven't had a Twinkie in years. I seen a chocolate covered Twinkie in the store not too long ago. I used to love Twinkies growing up. I just couldn't wait to get to the fucking store to get a Twinkie. Now I can't even eat them shits.
Yeah,
But
because
I
the girl you
totally,
with
I
ate them
totally
all.
get the sentiment though. She turned your ass to a cream puff, my nigga. I feel you. It be like that, man. I'm telling you, man. Women do some shit, man. Take you down through there, but you got to be strong, fellas. You always got to keep in mind. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
to
Like,
stay focused.
like I told niggas on Instagram, get you a piece of paper and a pencil and write a list, two sides, all of the things, all of the skills you got. And every time you meet a woman, you fill out that other side of the list and you'll know who's supposed to be in charge. You'll know who is the prize. You'll know why your way or no way is the way. But, I don't know nothing. I just, I don't have no problems. Mm. Anyway, we at that time, fellas. I appreciate you, Joe Blast, the homie Alex Jackson, for coming through. Appreciate you if you hit the like button for me. Anybody else who might be secret watching or who may catch this on the replay. Um, Final thoughts, fellas, before we get out of here. Final thoughts on how important it is to vet people, how important it is to vet a prospective partner, whether that be in a long term relationship or friends with benefit relationship, what have you. Anything else you guys like to add? Before we get out of here.
Shit, like I said earlier, the best way to vet a woman is to take sex off the table. Take lust off the table. Stop thinking about that ass and them titties. And then that's the best way you're going to figure out who she really is. Because you might just be like, damn, she just had ass and titties, but she is annoying as fuck. She boring as
Mm.
fuck. She can't cook. She's a terrible human being, you know? But if you just worried about that ass, you ain't going to see none of that. So take sex and lust off the table. And that's probably the best way to try to vet a woman and just live life, be confident, just know you're gonna be all right no matter what, as long as a motherfucker doing what you need him to do in your life. Focus on that, and if the shit don't work out, keep on living. I had to learn how to keep living when my mom passed away. So if I can get past my mom passing away. I can get past a bitch leaving me or ghosting me. Nigga, you gonna be
Mm.
all right no matter what. Just get up every day and keep fighting. You know.
Facts, facts. We gonna have to do a drop about that right there, bro. Because I lost my mom's too, and as a matter of fact, in regards to heartbreak, that be my comment. Nah, a female ain't the only female who ever broke my heart is my mother, and she broke my heart when she left me, when
Mm,
she died, because she the only woman who I knew for sure had me. Win, lose, a motherfucker draw, nigga.
right.
You know what I'm saying? That was, I mean, don't misunderstand me when I say what I say, but she was my motherfucking Bonnie, because that's how my moms get down. We go to war on a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, I miss old girl like that. But yeah, we need to do a drop on that because I think it's very important. That's a very important topic to cover because I think for guys out there, and I would like to hear from other guys who have lost their mothers. How did that change your interactions with women? Did it make you colder? Did you get more empathetic? I mean, what happened as a result of losing your mother? Because she's probably the most important woman in your life.
Yep.
But with that said, go ahead, Tony. Then I'm gonna get my final thoughts. We gonna roll up out of here because I got company and I'm trying to get some ass.
I hope you don't succeed, nigga. Fuck you.
You fucking hater. It always be the short niggas that be hating Frodo
Goddamn right,
with
man.
the tired ass,
Right.
hairy ass feet.
Low tolerance.
Oh, this nigga.
Low voltage, motherfucker.
But
But go ahead, Tony. Go ahead, Tony.
I guess if you take anything, I want to stress 2 points. One, the importance of time. Time is way more important than people take that for granted a lot and don't understand how the most free thing to us is probably the most valuable thing we got. And the other thing is, most dudes got an in strategy. Like they look at the internet and search on the internet all the time for how to get in, but they don't never have a way out. You know what I mean? And that's what get a lot of these dudes fucked up too. Is because you don't have no guns to stick to. Like when this happens, they don't know what to do. So a lot of the times they either get erratic and do some shit like the Rose said, cut key a bitch car or do some begging back shit or all that type of shit. When you have like okay, hey, this person violated, I'm gonna go do this and continue on with what my plan was originally and
Mhm.
go about their business. They don't have that. So to them, they feel like when this person left, they probably made that person their world. And
Mhm.
now my world's about to crash.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
you
that's
should
something
never
that you
have
never
nobody in
do.
no position.
Yeah, that's something that you never do. You're supposed to be the center of your own world. But it's very important that you vet people, the women in your life and, your friends, even your family. Because your family, could be fucked up people too.
They'll
But
do you the worst. Mm,
I'm trying
The
to tell
worst.
you. But when it come to women, it's very important to vet women because women can't really respect you if you don't know the kind of woman that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? If you dealing with a hoe and you don't know that she a hoe because you think she a good girl, then you get ready to get your whole motherfucking head knocked off because you have no idea who you dealing with. Now, it does take time to get to know people. But like I said, one of the easiest ways, or two of the easiest ways that you can get to know people is by having boundaries. You'll know who the fuck you dealing with based on how they respond to your boundaries, for one. And another way that you get to know people is based on their words and their actions. If their words and their actions don't match up, you are being manipulated in some way, shape, or form for some reason. Because a person's ideally, because your word is your bond, especially as a man, the shit that you say should match up with the shit that you do. And as a consequence, I could tell you, women go fuck with you heavy because they usually 99.99% of the time they don't run into a real motherfucker that they know no matter what, whether they like it or not, they can count on you to be honest with them. Nigga, that's like a fucking rare gem. Trust me, she go fuck you just because you honest. Trust me when I tell you. You ain't even got to give her nothing but that. But I don't know that. Anyway, thank you fellas again for coming through. Next week is the start of the new year. So I've been told my new year don't start until the spring equinox every year because that's the way that God made it. But anyway, we should be back here. Hopefully we can get back next Sunday because I know you guys probably gonna be partying. I don't know. You guys next Sunday might be next Sunday is fucking New Year's Eve. Y'all gonna be out partying next Sunday. I might be out
Yeah,
of town.
yeah, shit. Most likely, I might throw a little something at
Both,
the crib. So I don't know.
So
both to hoe.
maybe we'll get an
Both to
early
hoe.
show Saturday, or maybe we'll make it up Sunday, or maybe we'll just take the motherfucking week off and we'll come back and start fresh for 2024, the second week of the month. It'll work out how it work out. Either way, we'll see y'all motherfuckers when we get back, cause we grown. And with that, appreciate you, Ro. Appreciate you, Tone, coming through having another discussion with me. And
Yes, sir.
I hope y'all appreciate the dialogue. Hit the like button, refer a friend, tell your auntie I said hi, because I already know your mama quite well. Until next time, motherfucker. Happy holidays. I hope you've been nice, because if you've been naughty, you ain't getting shit. But
Merry Christmas, man!
Peace, y'all.
Peace.